Been using those lugs a long time. So, good morning, everybody. The prompts for my story are inspiration and joy. So, I've been part of IRL from the very beginning. Ooh, I'm stumbling on my start. I hate that. Deep breath. I have time. I've been part of the IRL program from the very beginning. So my story of how this community inspires me and brings me joy is steeped in history. And I want to offer this. I love the love letter idea that Crystal and Robin started with yesterday. So I want you to consider this my love story to all of you. What always and continues to inspire me is the boldness of IRL fellows. You're bold enough to take up controversial, unpopular topics, even in the face of personal and professional backlash. You're bold enough to stand with community to bring evidence for change. You're bold enough to be open to new ways of doing impactful work. You're bold enough to tell IRL leadership what you need to disrupt in order to improve the program and to share ideas for change rather than simply disrupt. In every single cohort, there have been what I call compassionate disruptors. I have a lot of stories that I could share with y'all, but I'm going to go back to the early years of when Robert Wood Johnson Foundation brought together the first two cohorts of all 4 of their Culture of Health programs. So it was this huge gathering with speakers, activities, workshops, the standard conference that we all have gotten very used to. So I'm riding up the escalator, probably the second day, and I'm confronted at the top of the escalator by 3 IRL fellows who ask the question, what are we doing here? We don't need a conference. We need time to get to know each other, to talk and learn from one another. So this bold critique of the IRL program really transformed the way that we meet together to build community and to build connections. I'm inspired by the boldness of the IRL leadership, who owns their missteps and their mistakes and learns from them. They're bold enough to pivot in new ways to meet the needs of the fellows by centering principles of equity and restorative justice. To all the compassionate disruptors out there, I adore you, and I really encourage you to continue to both disrupt and be part of the solutions. Moving on to the theme of joy. What most brings me joy is witnessing this phrase of research as relationship. It really comes to life in the work that you do, the way you talk about your work, and that you really center community needs and relationships. And you center transformation rather than transactions in the work that you do. The sweetest joy is seeing teams reach mutual understanding and empathy in spite of conflict. So not necessarily agreement or resolution of this conflict, but empathy, compassion, and understanding. Conflict is a necessary element of good, deep, transformative relationships. As a Hmong elder reminded me years ago, without friction, there is no movement. Over and over again, I see this in the IRL community. Friction and movement. The word I selected under the theme of joy is harmony. Harmony can be defined as an agreement of feelings, ideas, and actions, and I love this last part, pleasing combination of different parts. Thank you, AI. I find joy in the harmony of seeing people click and care about each other, and the harmony that's earned over time through cooperation, practice, and trust. I find joy in the harmony I hear at all of the events that we have. Music is infused in everything we do. I love the harmony that I see, the joy on the dance floor. So I witness this, the connections, friendship, and movement in these spaces that, however brief, hold the outside world at bay for many of us. At this very moment, I can look around the room, and for many of you, I see both your faces and I see your dance moves. There are these cherished little videos that I'll hold with me. I'm incredibly thankful to all of you, my many IRL muses, for the inspiration and the joy that you bring. Thank you, thank you, thank you.